Brady and company coming out, and man, was it a celebration.
Well, listen, in the pregame, Tom Brady was fired up, so you knew he was ready to play.
Well, here's Brady here to Julian Edelman for 13 yards, and this would certainly be a theme on this night.
Well, it started the game off early, and when all they were doing was just nickel and diming and just taking what they were given. And here, it started. This is the beginning of the Pittsburgh Steelers just simply not covering Gronk, and smart on Brady's part to make certain that they started rushing things as we see to make certain that they could get this play
You
off.
can see him right here just saying, there's nobody on him. I got to go to him as soon as possible. And then Gronk breaks a tackle and takes care of the rest. You need more than one man, especially if it's a corner, to bring him down. No offense.
Well, and you got to want those DBs to actually want to tackle Gronk, too. That might be able to help.
Then you split this little touch pass, just drops it in there to Danny Amendola.
This is one that I think Tommy wants back. Completion, yes, but there was a lot more meat on that bone if the ball was a little bit inside. This one, typical Brady, Gronk, nice touch pass. What Pittsburgh's defense was doing, I'm not sure, ED.
I know what they were
Listen,
doing.
if you're going to put two guys on Gronk, at least at the very minimum, one guy has to put his hands on him. Even if you got to hold him down the red zone, you can't get one hand on Gronk and expect him not to go up and high point the ball in the back of the end zone.
A lot of missing pieces for the Steelers tonight. You saw him there, Le'Veon Bell, Marquise Pouncey, and Martavis Bryant. And this is one of the fill-ins, D'Angelo Williams, and he had himself a night replacing Le'Veon Bell.
I think this is definitely a big pickup for these guys, and this right here is a way to get yourself back at home when your kicker missing it. But having D'Angelo on this team is going to be big for them until they get Le'Veon Bell.
That was their third kicker. I mean, they've been snake-bitten there.
Filling in for Sean Sweezum, who's on IR. And Ben Roethlisberger getting dragged down by Dante Hightower.
You got to give Hightower credit. Ben is one of the best at avoiding tackles in the pocket, avoiding sacks in the pocket.
But Pouncey,
Cody Wallace.
Cody
Pouncey
Wallace.
wouldn't have let that happen.
Pouncey, I mean, you got your protection as one-on-one. That's Cody Wallace instead of Pouncey.
But you attack the weakness. You attack the weakness. You got a young guy there, you attack it.
They attacked it.
Well, perhaps Darius Hayward-Bay could save them in the end zone or not.
Yeah, well, you look at this is what was happening in this game. The first half, a tale of what could have been. DHB gets back there. He can't do it. You missed two field goals. That could have definitely changed the complexion of the game.
They did eventually get a field goal from Josh Scobie here, but Brady comes right back and hits the other tight end, the new one, Scott Chandler, for the touchdown.
On this play, I was telling Nate, the Patriots test your rules. You get a linebacker out in space on this play. If you have a corner, they understand you run into that defender. That's a pick play. Linebacker runs around it. He's not comfortable. That's what they were expecting. They got a touchdown out of it.
Now here comes Big Ben looking for his go-to guy, Antonio Brown, and it works out here good for 33 yards.
This is another one of those plays where on the replay, Malcolm was in his hip pocket and just scramble rules got him beat.
Then on 3rd and goal, Will Johnson just squeaks over the goal line for the touchdown. The Steelers go for 2 and get it, but they still trail 21-11. Here's D'Angelo Williams on 1st and 10.
Set the edge,
another nice chunk, this time 12 yards for D'Angelo.
Listen, again, week 1 mistakes. You saw defensive mistakes from veteran guys for Bill Belichick's defense that you normally don't see.
Hey, Nate, what's
saw a great catch.
Toe, drag, swag.
What was that, Nate?
Toe, drag, swag. No, what I like about this is that we work on this drill every day in practice. It's a distraction drill, guy getting his hands right in front of your sight. I love the fact that Marcus Wheaton did not let that ball out of his vision.
Yeah, well, I like the fact that the new safety rules are enforced, because old school he would have gotten decapitated.
You're right. McCourty wouldn't have been going for the interception, but going for his ribs.
That's a false start right there on Kelvin Beachum, so the Steelers have to back it up 5 yards. Roethlisberger is none too pleased. Patriots come back on the ensuing drive. Wide open again.
How many times did we see one-on-none coverage on Gronk? It's Gronk, so forget about all the talking about putting your hands on him. Blown assignments in that secondary, it's killing him.
Yeah. Here's Brady to Dion Lewis, and check out Mike Mitchell getting the ball and knocking it out there. But Gronk's Johnny on the spot, recovers it for what would be a touchdown.
Good job, Gronk. That was Dion's sole mistake of the night. The young running back played well, had a couple tough years with injuries, played extremely well for this team tonight, but he's got to hold on to the ball because Bill Belichick will sit your butt down if you don't.
They initially ruled it a touchdown. They reversed the call. Then they go right back to Gronk. His 3rd TD of the evening, and the Patriots up 28-14.
Fantasy owners of Rob Gronkowski, congratulations.
Later in the 4th, Big Ben trying to make something happen with 7 minutes to go. Looking deep for Darius Hayward-Bay. Picked off by Duron Harmon.
Well, bad play by Big Ben. Nice way to catch it in the back.
Well, right now, I mean, that's just basically a punt. He's just throwing it up, trying to get something to happen.
All right, so 28-21 the final. Not exactly a bloodbath as Heath promised us yesterday, but, you know, Heath has been he's been right and he's been wrong before. I'm not going to pile on you, buddy. I think this was a great game to open up the season, and Tom Brady came out and just put on a show.